Hello, Chuck. Hello.
All right, I got your glass. I got my glass. We got the booze. We got an empty growler that we got to fill one of these days. Growler.
Get in the chopper.
And then we got...
What are you going to fill it with?
We got our notes. I don't know, man. We'll figure that out.
Whiskey?
We'll figure it, dude.
Whiskey?
Can you imagine if I fill that thing with whiskey?
Just bring it to Hartman's and be like, can you fill this up?
Yeah, on its
This is
still
part of
again.
our bondsman, right?
Yeah, I'll just hook it up to the still.
We need some headphones, dude.
We will.
Yeah.
We will. All right.
What do you think? You juiced? Can I, do you want to pour them, or do you want to pour them on the
We're
spot?
going to pour them on the spot.
Johnny on the spot?
That's not even an open corked bottle yet. This is a big deal, dude.
Christ. Right. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Buffalo Happy Hour. Mike, you look very adorable today in that shirt.
There's birds on it. Got some birds on my shirt.
This is the most flamboyant I've ever seen you. I don't even know what this is.
So this is the first package from Short Par 4, and I got that shirt that you're wearing in gray.
Oh, you did? You got this too?
Yeah, and then I also got this polo.
Any shorts or no?
No shorts.
Okay.
I got a polo, and... I'm sorry. So this polo, a shirt, the belt, and one of those chips.
Yep.
That's it.
You get one of those for every box. One of the chips for every box. So I have like 75 chips right now.
What do you use them for? Just
you
markers?
can mark it, or they're a little bit thicker. So you really shouldn't use it to mark a ball, because if somebody hits it, it's going to throw the ball off because it's thick. So I just keep them as collector's items. I mean, they all have a different design on the back. Like, I'm pretty sure this one was DeChambeau is the Hulk.
Yeah.
Because Bryson gained like 5 or 50 pounds over the coronavirus break. So they made him into the Hulk on this one, which was pretty cool. So I got this shirt, obviously in red, which is shocking. Gina's like, I've never seen you in like a red t-shirt before. I don't have anything red. Even my polos, I don't have a red polo. I love the color red. I just don't ever wear it. So got a red, blue, and white belt. What color was yours? Red? Okay,
yeah. That's
sweet. And then I got a pair of shorts and that chip too. But it's cool. It's just like a fun box. But the thing that I like about the box is I don't think you would have bought a shirt like that. But now that it got sent to you, you're like, oh yeah, I'll keep it. I'll wear it. I love it now.
Yeah, so I'm obsessed with their quality, and this is something that I would never own normally. I would never go to the store and be like, that's what I want. I agree with you 100%. And here I am wearing it. Dude, I wore it to work. That was an experience because I had a pretty intense meeting, and I show up wearing this. And I'm like
how you going to the beach?
Yeah, I was like, how you doing? And they're just staring at me like, what in the world is this guy doing? And the appointment went flawless.
Really?
Yeah, I must have had the spirit of the birds.
Yeah.
So they're comfortable, man. They're like silk.
Yeah. I mean, that's not all of them. All of them aren't the same quality. So who makes that shirt?
I don't know.
Is it a Short Par 4? No, it's not a Short Par 4. I have no idea what the hell that is.
I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with it, though.
But yeah, so they have their own stuff. Like, this is a Short Par 4 shirt, so it's made by them. But they also send you Under Armour, Oakley, and name brand stuff in their boxes. But some of their stuff is just mad comfortable. And that looks extremely comfortable.
Yeah, this is like the silk, dry fit, cotton, moisture wick craziness.
So when we go to the cocktail section, we'll switch. You'll put on my shirt, I'll put on your shirt. And then
Will you fit in this thing? It's a large.
Wow. What a dick.
No, you're a bigger frame than I am. I could have sworn you were an XL.
No, I am. I am an XL.
Yeah, see?
But now that I lost 40 pounds, who knows? But anyway, so what are your thoughts on subscription boxes, though? Outside of the Short Par 4 one, if I didn't tell you about it, would you do one, or are you not a fan of them?
No, I'm a fan of them. I just never used one before. But you know more than anybody that I need more golf clothes.
Yeah.
So it was something that made a lot of sense. And then plus I wear polos to work every day anyways. So it's just seamless. But then the other one that you recently got into, I've heard of before, but never really looked into it. And that also looks sweet.
Yeah. So like I have been doing Short Par 4 for, it has to be over 2 years at this point. So think of how many golf polos I have. I think that you and I have gone golfing. It has to be like 20 some odd times already. And I don't think I've ever worn the same polo once when we go out. I just have a ton of stuff. I switched the styles because, and this is not a sponsored segment at all. I mean, they could have it be a sponsored segment, but they have different styles. They have like an athletic style, which is Dustin Johnson-esque, which he destroyed it in the tournament this weekend. We'll talk about it in a second. But they have him, which is more of like a muted athletic style, blacks, grays, some blues, some more like toned down colors. Then they have the wild and out colors that Ricky Fowler wears, so you can get pink, purple, orange, very vibrant colors. And they have a mix of the two. So I tried all three of them, and I went with the Ricky Fowler one for a little bit just to see like what type of clothes I would get. I have so many pink pants that I'll never wear in my entire life and red shorts that I'll never wear, but it's whatever. We'll get to it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's really cool. And for the price, I mean, you are paying $55 a month for the cheaper package, but you're getting 2 shirts, shorts, sometimes you get shoes. I think they can even send you a club too, like a pitching wedge. So it's pretty sweet. I love it. My whole wardrobe is it. My shirts, hats, this hat was from there, socks, shoes, everything comes from there now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so after I did that, I did that for like 2 years, so I have way too many golf items now. But then I switched to Stitch Fix, which if anybody doesn't know what Stitch Fix is, it's a different type of subscription box that focuses more on normal clothes rather than golf clothes. So I just got my first box there. What's different with them, though, is that they send you a certain amount of items, and then you have to say that you want these, and then you pay for it once you get it. So they sent me 5 items. I got a short sleeve button-up shirt, a long sleeve button-up shirt, a pair of jeans, a pair of shorts, and a regular T-shirt. And they have prices attached to all of them. And if you buy all 5 of them from them, they give you 25% discount. And if you don't buy all 5 of them, then you have to pay them outright. So it is a little bit more expensive. It's about $150 or something that I have. But I get it once every 3 months now instead of once every month, like I did for Short Par 4. Are you doing once every month?
For now, because I need stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll switch it up.
But even in the winter, they'll send you pants and stuff and sweatshirts and pullovers. So
that's what I need.
It's such a good process, and I wish that more companies would do this. And they are coming out of the woodwork now, but not with golf stuff.
No.
Like with the Stitch Fix stuff, it took me forever to really hone in on Stitch Fix because there's at least 10 other companies that are doing the exact same thing. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what kind of shirts you get because they send you some interesting things and stuff that you would not buy.
We'll be on the lookout for this podcast, people, because there's going to be some weirdness going on. Other things that we have to hit on, we have interviews coming out every Friday through middle of September. We have 2 other wineries already booked for their interviews into September as well. Then we have an updated board. Sorry it took eons, but we updated the board. So we're still going through season 2.4. So I'm excited for that, but we got Resurgence, Buffalo Trace, 4 Mile, Johnson Estate, and Hollerhorn up right now. And then, which leads us into what we're drinking today.
Actually, we forgot to put up Woodford Reserve, too, because it's not officially out yet when we record this. But Woodford Reserve will be on here.
Oh, yeah.
Then Jack Daniels, and then we'll erase this and put season 2.5 up.
Sick.
That's how much we've been slacking. It's been 5 weeks since 6 weeks since we last updated this board.
Yeah,
I'm so ashamed.
We're having mega fans comment, update the board. We'll get to it, all right? Let's see you run a podcast.
Did you see our superfan commented on the last episode?
Yes. With all the asterisks? We pay attention, so if you comment, we're going to hound you. We'll probably shoot you a text just crying laughing over it. But
it was
we appreciate
hilarious.
all support. Thank you.
Got a couple comments on how funny the Bears segment was when we talked about the bear.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
From who?
My sister and a couple friends of mine.
Autumn Leaf coming through. Don't think I forgot. Just because it's summer.
Time. Yep. So after that, what do we have now today?
Squeaky chair.
Yep.
And we also have 94 proof Jack Daniels, which is a huge deal because most of their products, like we know, dropped from the 90s into the mid 80s. Journey's home. So with this is a limited.
You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a limited release, special edition, 94 proof. Eric, hold on, we're not even pouring it yet. Wi-Fi. Goodness. I know, I'm getting juiced up too. Doesn't mean you have to beat. Eric Church collaboration, hand-picked single barrel with the master distiller. Barrel select product.
So
I've listed all the things that incorporate what this is. So basically, Eric Church is super close with everybody at Jack Daniels. And he linked up with the master distiller, which I can get into, and he handpicked a barrel in a specific location of one of the warehouses. And then, based off of his flavor profile and what he likes, the master distiller created this, and then it released this month, which is August, which this is going to release not in August, but August 2020, this came out. So this was a gift during our bachelor weekend, and when I got it, I flipped out. Did I just say our bachelor weekend?
yeah, it's fine. We're getting married. It's okay.
All right, no problem. Yeah, during my bachelor weekend that you were a part of. Geez, now we're going to have all the questions. And when I stared at it, I immediately knew that it was something special, just from the label and bottle shape alone. And then when I actually looked at it, it all clicked of what it was. And then I just kind of went into orbit and then came back down and told you it needs to be on an episode. So here we are. So, like I said, released August 2020. Here's the details on it. The Eric Church Barrel Select is hand-selected by the master distiller, like I said, Jeff Arnett, for a one-of-a-kind whiskey based on Eric's taste, which his taste is like the normal tasting notes that you would find in bourbon. However, Church and Arnett handpicked a barrel from a barrel warehouse top floor, a brand warehouse's top floor, which is believed to be the location for the best aging environment. So from there, the history behind this product is the relationship between Jack Daniels and Eric Church. Their friendship is what actually made this possible. So Jack Daniels was on Eric Church's tour bus, and then Eric Church also mentioned Jack Daniels in multiple songs. For example, the song Jack Daniels on the Chief album. So that's big, because he's known to just literally be all about Jack Daniels brand. And then, fun fact, he's also rumored to go below stage between sets and pour a single barrel Jack for members of his crew. And Jeff Mazza, who's the tour poster artist, designed the label.
Oh, cool.
So the keynote here is Eric likes it neat, surrounded by good company, and cheers. So
That's sick.
we haven't opened this yet. I have your glass here, and this is it, man. We're gonna do it. And then I believe, after reading some things, there's a number on the bottom of the bottle that signifies which bottle you have. I think that's what it means.
Okay.
No one really knows. Again, it came out this month. But the bottom number on ours
Is it just empties all over our table?
is 35.
So they must have only made like 150 of these?
I believe so.
Because did he only take one single barrel, and that's what they're making it out of? Or did he select a couple of them?
Yeah, dude, the price on this skyrocketed over the course of a month. Skyrocketed. This is like, we literally can never lose this bottle. This is a huge deal.
Jesus. And this is number 35?
Yeah. Well, that's what the bottom of the bottle says. And people think that that's what it is. But no one knows yet.
How many bottles come out of a barrel? 150, I think, right?
Yeah, let's just be on TV shows or something about master distilling, because obviously we know all that. Goodness.
Hello, Wi-Fi? Sure,
Hello?
it beeps and now it doesn't work. How many bottles? I'm pretty sure it's 150. Can you get in a barrel?
Do they draw like a barrel man instead of the gallon man? God, I hate myself for that.
The average bourbon barrel yields about 200 bottles. So if you think if we have the 35th bottle out of this, that's insane.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Why? Why do we get this?
God,
Who are we?
that's what I said. So I'm stoked for this. So we got a little tag.
Yeah, talk about it for our listeners that are listening.
All right, so there's a tag on the bottle that says Special Edition Jack Daniels Eric Church Single Barrel Select Tennessee Whiskey with their label basically on the sticker. And then when you flip it over, it says music and friendship were always important to Mr. Jack. That's why we are proud to offer this Special Edition Jack Daniels Single Barrel package celebrating our long-standing friendship with Eric Church, who shares Jack Daniels' spirit of community. In 2013, Eric and his wife, Catherine, created the nonprofit Chief Cares Fund to impact lives around the globe and in our own neighborhoods, which makes sense with the chief album and the Jack Daniels song.
Yeah.
So it's all because of a nonprofit that they created, him and his wife.
That's pretty sweet.
Please drink responsibly. For more information, go to www.ericchurch.com/chief/cares. So -cares.
Yeah.
So, and then it basically just has like their legal stuff. Jack Daniels is registered trademark, all that on the bottom.
So it's a black bottle, and we can get to this when we get to the label and branding standpoint, but it's a very classy looking bottle, which is very different from their regular bottles.
It's so hard to hold because it's
really?
awkwardly shaped. But yeah, I'm stoked for this.
Is it 750 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, 750. Nice. Cool, man. I'm excited. Yeah, let's pour some.
So this is it. The first pop.
AKA no pop.
Hold on, shh.
All right, stop hogging it.
Dude, smell this thing. Lean in.
As I pour it all over the face.
Don't spill a drop.
Ooh. It has some sort of like, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the smell translates to the Glencairn. Whoa. That's a heavy pour.
Well, I'm giving you one too. It's specially dished, dude.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And this is episode what?
49.
Oh, God, I looked away.
Christ. Give me... Oh, Jesus Christ. You might as well have filled it up to the brim at this point. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
You're one of my best friends, man. We're going to sit here and get blasted. So this is 49, episode 49, which leans right into episode 50, and episode 50 is going to be even more special. So, heavy pours for a special product.
This looks very dark.
Dark, dude. Look at that. It's a bold copper. It's the color that you would look for in all things rustic when you're trying to redo your home with some copper pieces.
This is crazy how dark this is.
Should we...
What? Like...
I don't even know what it compares to. It's darker than Buffalo Trace by
much darker than
shades.
Buffalo Trace. I mean, that's in the bottle with everything.
Should we sip this thing?
Yeah. I mean...
Or should we wait?
Or do we wait? I don't know, Sean, tell us. No. Let's wait. Let's build the anticipation for it. But
all right.
So, Eric Church, do you
He's
like
a country
him?
artist.
Yeah. Do you listen to him?
Yeah, I don't mind his music. I'm not I'm extremely biased when it comes to country. I think we had the discussion. I don't like Western pop. I like country. And I think Eric Church still has some songs that are reminiscent of old country.
Okay.
Like, I grew up with VFW country music, so like Hank Williams, and then from there, George Strait, guys like that. Even Kenny Chesney was like on the brink of me.
Yeah.
And then once these, Luke Bryan or Kane Brown, I'm like, I don't want to talk about you snuggling on a couch with your one and only. Like, that's not. I miss like my dog escaped. I found it. Now I'm divorced and I'm driving my Chevy down a dirt road. Like that music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he kind of teeters a line, you said? I have no idea because I don't listen to country music at all. The only thing that I know about country music is Kane Brown gets lost in his backyard pretty frequently.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know anything else about
Eric Church does
Church.
he does have a lot of good songs. I will give him that. I'm just very biased when it comes to like country because I'm stuck in a time frame in a time period.
No, it's
but
true.
yeah, I haven't heard a bad Eric Church song, and I've definitely heard bad Luke Bryan songs.
Oh yeah.
So also definitely not a sponsor. This is just my opinion. I'm sure we're gonna get flack or hate mail or whatever, but you know what? I'm not here to make friends.
All right,
so,
dude. Let's actually just sip it because I'm getting pissed off.
why are you getting mad?
Because this beep it went off already, and now we're just waiting here for the next beep, and I don't like it.
Are you getting antsy?
19 minutes. Dude, I don't know. Like, I just want it. This is like orange, bro.
All right, let's sip it. You ready? All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to special edition.
6-foot table. We're good.
Oh, it's warm.
Well, it has nothing to do with the whiskey. Just
Yeah,
means
it
that it
does.
was in your truck.
It was in the shade. I protected it.
Jesus. This is sweet.
It is really sweet.
For Jack Daniels, this is very sweet.
And it's hot. You can feel it into your stomach. But it's only 94 proof. Like, it's not that bad. This is really, really good. And there's a lot of people that don't like barrel selects, which I don't know why, but...
Well, when you get a barrel select, it's not traditionally what they put out, obviously, because they blend a lot of barrels together.
Yeah, it's a single barrel, and a lot of people don't like them.
Yeah.
It tastes... I don't like that. It's like, all right, dude, chill out.
Well, if this is... You said it was on one of the higher areas in the warehouse, right? Or in the brick house?
Yeah, in the brand warehouse, it was on the top floor.
So this is going to taste significantly different than a bottom level single barrel, just because of the way that heat rises.
Heat does rise. You heard it here first on Buffalo Happy Hour podcast. I actually really enjoy this. That's all you're getting out of this bottle. So, sorry. Hate to break it to you.
This is very good.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what I can taste. We'll talk about it throughout the episode, but this is very interesting. I'm more interested in the color of this because it is so deep. I can see things in it. No, but like, it's not very oily. I mean, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it's got some oil, but it's not insane. Buffalo Trace is oily.
Yeah.
I like this, man. We're going to get blasted on it.
I love it. Yeah, because you poured us 4 shots each.
Sleep in here.
Christ.
Who cares? We got work to do.
Yeah, I know. Got to edit the rest of the night. But no, actually, the rest of the night, I am heading out to sign up for another gym membership and cancel my old one.
So what's your plan? When are you going to go?
During lunch.
How long's your lunch?
An hour.
Wow. Well, all right.
And the gym that I'm going to go to is 5 minutes away from my house. So normally I do a 45-minute workout. So I'll just drive there, drive back, and I'll be back basically right in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay with that. Unless I have to stand outside and wait for them to call me in.
Well, if that's the case, you can't go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You might as well just like come home and smoke yourself in the backyard. Just do lunges and stare at your neighbor.
How much would you pay for a gym membership? Like, what would be your max?
$10.
You wouldn't pay any more than that? What if all the $10 gyms went away?
Then I would improvise and I would start building my own gym. Here's my take on gyms that are more than $10 a month. I don't care about how clean and how new the carpet is. I don't care how many machines you have because I use like 3 of them. All I care about are free weights, squat racks, and a place to deadlift. That's it. And if you have a squat rack that you can also deadlift in, then I'm happy as a clam because then I can do all the things. And most squat racks have pull-up bars so you can superset. Like, that's all I need. I don't need a sauna. I don't need a pool. I don't need a locker room. I don't care. I'm there for weights. So $10 a month, I think, gives you the allotment for weights that you need. I mean, if the gym goes up to 120-pound dumbbells, perfect. I don't need anything more than that ever. Like, really?
Yeah.
And then, I don't need a pool. I don't need group fitness training classes. I don't need personal trainers. I don't care.
So if that's all that you need, why haven't you just made a basement or a gym in your basement?
First of all, I don't have the basement that I want in regards to a gym. I have a basement that is perfectly built for entertainment. I have a workshop bench in my basement. Like, that's sweet. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, you've seen it. So it's not, I would never convert that into a gym. And I don't want to have a gym and an entertainment center or like area in the same basement. Like, I would want it separate.
Sure.
So that's why, really. That's why.
In the future, is that a goal that you want to have your own personal gym in your basement?
It wouldn't be in my basement. I would have a pole barn with a gym in it. It'd be a separate detached structure on my property that I can just leave my house and then go to my barn and work out with music, flags, AC, similar to like what Rich Ferroning has, but without the CrossFit equipment and just weights.
Yeah. Have you seen, I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan has a gym in his podcast studio where he films his podcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So that's goals for us.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
100%.
But yeah, so I mean, I completely agree with you. I just pay more. I would pay a little bit more for convenience, it being close to my house.
Well, that's the biggest thing. We definitely could have waited. I got...
We definitely could have waited.
I have like 3 gyms within 10 minutes. So I don't...
So what is your max travel distance that you would go for a gym?
Minutes or miles?
Minutes. That's what matters.
All right, dude. I would say 15.
Yeah.
15 to 20. I've gone... But again, I mean, you can get to anywhere in Buffalo in 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say 20 minutes is my max. If I can't find a nice gym in 20 minutes, then I'm just going to, I don't know, like cut down trees and start squatting with the tree trunk or something. Like, I just can't.
Would you plan your next house move to, like, what do you think of?
Oh, bro, already got it. All right, here's the thing. My next house
I want to be on a hill. That way I got drainage.
No shit. So I need to be on top of a hill so the water can run away from my house and I don't have water issues in the basement. The second thing is I have to be within 20 minutes of a Wegmans. And or a Tops, and I prefer Wegmans because Tops is garbage.
Not and or.
Yeah, 20 minutes away from a Wegmans at most. And I need room. I need 5 to 10 acres. That's where I'm at.
Why?
I just need room, dude. I want a compound. I want the Kelly compound, and that's it. I want to be able to shoot, hunt, lift, entertain, all on my property. I want an all-in-one. I don't want to leave. I want a self-sustaining. I want an herb garden. I want a veggie garden. Like, the things, you know? Mm-hmm. I want room to run around with my dog. And then if I'm sitting on my back porch and a buck shows up and I got my tags and it's season, I'm shooting it because it's in my backyard. Like, that's what I want. And then I can train. I can do all the things.
You can build your gym.
I can build a gym. I can build a pole barn. Yeah, and I can shoot any weapon system that I own. That's what I want.
But it has to be 20 minutes from a Wegmans.
But it's got to be 20 minutes from a Wegmans.
And about 15 minutes from a gym, too.
Well, unless I build a gym, then I don't care. But, and the only reason
Wegmans
build
your own Wegmans.
The only but here's, I mean, the biggest thing is the only reason I need a Wegmans is because of produce, obviously ice cream. And that's pretty much about it because we don't get meat at Wegmans. We get it from a butcher box, and then because I'm hunting, we won't need that either.
Yeah, bringing it back to a subscription box. So butcher box is kind of like a subscription box,
yeah,
isn't
so
it?
hashtag not a sponsor, but butcher box is amazing because it's all grass-fed meat, super clean, like 95.5 ground beef, and everything's organic. And there's no GMO, no hormones. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's amazing.
How often do you get it?
So you can do up to once a month. We don't eat that much meat. So we do a butcher box like once every 2 to 3 months, depending on what's going on. But
and what do you get in it?
Well, first of all, you can get bacon, and their bacon is so good, dude, because it's like a thicker slice. It's amazing. And it's applewood, so no big deal. But we get steak, chicken breast, pork tenderloin, pork chops, more steak, ground beef, bacon, if I didn't say that. They also have, I believe they have like a sausage patty that you can get, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the way to go.
How much meat do you think you get in 3 months or 2 months?
1 box.
Well, I know, but like for people
poundage?
because I've never gotten butcher box, so I don't know what a box is.
I'll ask the housewife. She knows because she's the one that orders it.
Yeah.
And then she handpicks like what comes in it.
Do you think that we'll ever get to a point as a society where we don't eat meat anymore?
No.
There's a lot of speculation on, like, regardless on where you because for some reason this turned into a political issue, but regardless for what you think about it, there's a lot on both sides where they think that eventually there's no need for humans to eat meat.
Bro, could you imagine if we didn't eat meat? Think of the overpopulation of different species.
But even like when we watched Down to Earth in Italy, they don't really eat meat like that much. They thrive on carbs.
Yeah.
So you don't need meat in your diet. That's what people are getting at. And there's so many
you don't need it, but based on where we live in the world, the ecosystem exists where those animals exist, and if we don't control them with hunting and eating, then they're just going to take over. You think deer on the 400 are bad now. Just wait if there was no hunting. I mean, the biggest people in the largest donors for conservation are hunters because they understand the circle of life. Like, that's why are they here? Mm-hmm. Like, that's the circle of life. Like,
Right.
meat eats meat. You know what I mean? So it's just, we have to. It's just one of those things, man.
Yeah.
Our systems are designed for both herbivores and omnivores, like, and carnivores. Like, we can survive in anything, but eliminating one because, I don't know, some political person said something, like, that's just nonsense.
Why is the first thing that I think of when you talk about herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores that I think of dinosaurs?
Because
why are they associated with them?
We grew up with Littlefoot, and that was the first death scene that got us through the world, followed up by Lion King, and then we learned about the circle of life. What's up, Disney? Yeah, what now, Mr. Nickelodeon?
Never watched
Bringing
it
it back to the first episode.
You know, I watched Hey Arnold, and there's a lot you can learn from a football head. But there's a lot of people saying that meat will eventually be phased out. So I was just wondering what your thoughts are on that.
I don't think it'll ever be phased out. I think that's asinine.
Do you like meat substitutes? Have you ever had tofu?
I've tried it once. I'm like Ron Swanson when it comes to this. I would literally rather throw it away than eat it because
Really?
it's so not only does this exist, but now you're deprived everyone of cake. Yeah,
I made a fruitcake.
I understand that there's certain people that same thing. I think a lot of it is business driven, market driven. Like there's a market for vegans, vegetarians, and then people that are vegetarian but still eat fish, whatever those people are called.
Pescatarians?
Yeah, something crazy. Like I don't. That's not me. Like I'll eat my fruit, my veggies, and my meat and my dairy. Like I guess I'm old school, but you're getting me fired up.
I know. All I said was should meat stay.
What is going to happen around the 100-year mark of us living? We die, right? So who cares? Who cares? If you want to eat what you want to eat while you're alive, feel free. That's why those products exist. But
it kind of brings us back to an episode a couple episodes ago where healthy eating is just a facade. It's all fake. Health food is fake. Fake news. Because there's people that live to be 100 just eating pizza and whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, the whole thing is, I'm not going to oppress my views onto you. Mm-hmm. And I don't expect you to put your views onto me. We can discuss them. That's fine.
Right.
But don't try to force me to conform to something like that. Like, am I here? I'm here.
You're good.
I'm all juiced up. Talk on my hands. Well, if I go this way, I'm going to knock some over.
That Woodford that we got there.
So that's where I'm at, man. I'm getting all fired up. But yeah, eat meat. And if you don't want to eat meat, then don't eat meat and live your life.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I don't think meat's ever going to go away. It's too big of an industry, and the byproducts coming from animals is way too big. I mean, dude, we make lipstick from whale blubber. Like, you really think some woman in LA is going to stop when she learns the facts about lipstick?
Yeah, and it's an interesting topic because you brought it up going to the avenue of saying that if we don't eat deer are going to overpopulate the 400.
Yeah, 100%.
But people associate eating meat with cows and breeding cows to make more cows so then you can have more burgers and then methane gas and all this stuff. But it doesn't necessarily go that way. Like, deer overpopulation is a real thing. And people consuming venison, like you were saying, and hunters and everything like that, are controlling the deer population to a point where it's not crazy right now.
And you have to remember, too, the crop fields, specifically down south, but now even up here, produce the vegetables that people like to eat all the time because they don't like to eat meat, right? Which is fine. However, there's species that are introduced into the ecosystem that ruin those crops and cause upwards of $2 million in damage because they're just there's no prey for them. Or I'm sorry, they're non-prey animals, they're predators. What I'm specifically talking about are wild hogs, where you can go down to Texas and fly around on a little bird and shoot as many wild hogs as you want with miniguns and night vision goggles and ARs because there's way too many of them and they cause millions in dollars in damage, and that directly impacts the vegetables that we get in supermarkets.
That's so insane to me.
So somebody brought over like a Russian wild boar and they literally procreate at such a rate that we can't keep up with them. Like, it's ridiculous. Obviously they don't procreate, but like
right.
they create so many babies. They have multiple litters with multiple babies constantly. Like, they don't have like a normal season where deer have like a rut season. Like, boars do boar things and they're all over the place. That was my first hunt. I killed a wild boar. I called him Pumbaa, and then I filled my freezer. Christ. And I still have some of it. But yeah, it's...
What's your favorite type of meat outside of like cow?
Deer.
Is it?
Yeah. Venison meat's amazing, and it's super clean. It's so clean because they really just they're vegans basically, but when you eat their meat, there's like no grease in it, and it's super clean. And honestly, man, like when you hunt that morning and then you clean it and then butcher it and package it and then bring it home that day and then cook it, it's similar to fish. Like there's no better taste than that day. Same with seafood. You won't find better seafood than in Maine because they all caught it that day.
Right, yeah.
So
why do you think that grocery stores don't carry venison then? Because I mean, you're not going to find that in stores when it's
probably
one of the
lobbyists.
most really.
Probably, but there's also, you can get wild game at meat stores in places like OP.
Sure, yeah,
we should
but
have
like
them on because you can get like bison meat, which is also super clean and good.
Well,
but
yeah,
it's
and you
expensive.
can go to a restaurant or anything like that and order something like that. Like I remember going to Gastropub. Yeah, they have bison meat, elk meat, all these different types of animal meat that you can get outside a cow. But it just always struck me weird that you can buy it at a restaurant, but you can't buy it at Wegmans or Tops or a grocery store. I don't know about Dashes or anything, but like the main grocery stores in the Buffalo area, you can't buy it there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was like if it was more of not a political issue, but a high stake issue that they just didn't want to have, or PETA issue.
Yeah, I'm curious. Well, I mean, PETA's against everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're against how grocery stores get their meat. They gotta be, but yeah, good question. We should dig into it, do some research, fans. What did you find?
Let's have Danny Wegmans on.
Yeah, seriously.
Danny Wegmans, if you're out there listening, hit us up. We'll be here.
You have any literature for us to read?
All right, man. You wanna switch gears right now and go into the cocktails?
Yeah, drop the beat for the cocktail section.
Cocktails.
So mine's super easy. My cocktail is how Eric Church likes this specific product because also he's the one that was behind it. It is neat, surrounded by good company. So literally what we just did. Pour it in a glass, drink it.
A heavy glass.
Listen to his music in the background, have some conversations with some good people, and relax. And honestly, this is perfect for that.
Yeah, it's not anything that, like, there's some really good flavors in here that help you not have to mix it with something, and also good flavors in here too where you don't feel like you need to have some food with it.
Yeah.
So it is a good, let's sit out on the porch, drink this neat, maybe smoke a cigar, and just gather around good people. Man, pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so mine, since I wasn't going to say neat also, is the Jackfire Red Hot Holiday. So for this one, it is going to be 1 1/2 ounces of Jack Daniels. You will be using this for this specific beverage, even though this one is Tennessee Fire they recommend for obvious reasons. 3 ounces of Coca-Cola cinnamon, 1 1/2 ounces of ginger beer, and a lime wedge. You pour Jack over ice, add Coca-Cola cinnamon, add ginger beer, and garnish with a lime wedge, which you probably could have gathered from the instructions. Or the ingredients, I should say, because it's literally the easiest drink to ever make in your entire life. But again, this is something that you can top it with the cherry, and you can just put it on ice. This would be interesting to have chilled because, well, especially right now, it's a little bit warm because of where it was stored. But normally, whiskey, you want to have it at room temperature. I feel like this would be very good chilled. Jack Daniels in general does chilled drinks. Like their Jack Apple is a chilled beverage, isn't it? Like, don't they normally have it chilled? How many times can I say chilled in a 5-minute?
Yeah, but Crown as well. And
Crown. That's probably what I was thinking.
Putting Crown Apple in the freezer is just ridiculously smooth.
Yeah.
It adds a whole nother element. For this, I would still go just whatever temp it's at. Yeah. I like it the way it is now. But
yeah, no, I'm just messing. It's not that hot.
No, it's not that hot, but that's just because we're alcoholics and we do this basically part-time.
What is this again?
94
proof? Yeah, this is very good. Well, those are our cocktails for this specific beverage. For all of you, just to give you a recap of kind of what we do here. If you're new to this channel, we have gotten some new subscribers over the past couple days. We do our podcast is obviously based in whiskey reviews, but we are not stupid here, and we realize that not everybody likes to drink their whiskey neat. So what we do is we have this section here where we recommend cocktails to go with the whiskey that we're tasting for that day. That way, when you're listening to this episode, you can hear the whiskey rating and you can be like, oh, I like that whiskey, but I'm not a huge neat fan. Then you can listen to the full episode and get our cocktail recommendations.
Solid.
And also with that, we do have a listing on our Instagram. It's a Google Doc that you can click on. And when you pull that up, it's basically the whiskey reviews in an Excel file that then has the final rating, the price with it, and the recommended cocktails, as well as a link to the Wednesday whiskey review. So go check that out. Go use it whenever you feel like you want to buy a bottle for somebody that you know, care about, or love. And it's a good time.
Solid.
Love it.
You want to dive into label branding?
Sure.
There's a lot to dive into.
This is going to be a long clip.
I also just found something.
Oh.
So, all right, label branding.
First, did this come in a box or anything, or no? Do you know?
I don't know, because it was a gift.
True.
And the way I got it was like this. So I'm not positive.
I'm gonna look it up.
I know their normal single barrels sometimes do come in a box, but I'm not positive about this.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we have the barrel number, the bottling date, and the rick house that this was in.
Oh, cool.
So, all right, on the top of the cork, it says hand-selected single barrel, JD, with a barrel logo. I'll show you that.
Jesus, dude. I'm just looking up to see if there's a box with it, and there is one right now on eBay selling for $110.
Yeah.
And there's another one on wooden cork selling for $2.99. If you see this in the stores and it's listed at the normal retail price, pick it up. If it's even in stores anymore. I highly doubt that it's even in stores.
No, they probably could. Honestly, I don't even know if you can find this right now.
Jesus, man.
So, this is Rick number 9. So, Rick House 9. I'm assuming that's what it is. The master distiller's signature is on it. And then as you rotate the bottle, the barrel number is 2003457, bottling date 6/23/2020.
Holy shit.
And this released in August. So then you got the special edition banner, and then as you go down, you got
this released early August too. So they picked a barrel and they bottled it all within a month.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Good for them.
So this is Jack Daniel's signature on the bottle engraved in the bottle. Then you have their label as well, which it's got like the flames coming off. JD bottles. And then you have special edition Jack Daniel's all in gold.
Where is our Jack bottle? Do we not have it? Oh no, it's back there.
Yeah, I think you have to drink it. Then you have on the front, you have a eagle holding 2 thunderbolts. That's sick. Then you have Eric Church on a banner, like a scroll, and then Single Barrel Select Tennessee Whiskey, 94 proof, 47% alcohol per volume, and then 2 more barrels to make it symmetrical with the flames on the side. Here's a close-up.
This is so cool. So I just wanted to compare it to... Okay, so first of all, the bottom of this says 55. So I'm curious about the number on the bottom of that. Is it like the same type of number, or is it something special? I mean, obviously all numbers are the same, but does it look similar?
This says 20-1-8, 750 milliliters, barrel 35, N12, another symbol, and then 20.
Barrel 35 or bottle 35?
So it's believed to be bottle 35 out of the single barrel that they pulled from, and then that's why this is on here.
So
but
would you think
positive.
that this would be bottle 55, but out of
whatever barrel?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
But this doesn't have anything around the rick house number. It doesn't have the barrel number. If they did have all that information, that would be very, very manual to do for each individual Jack product that they have.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes sense that they only do it for a special edition. We don't even have any more freaking room on here. Jesus Christ. Perfect. Like a glove. This just comes crashing down on me. But, yeah, so that's pretty sweet. Going back to label branding, I love... For some reason, obviously, gold just screams exclusive and high-end.
Yeah.
It's a black bottle, so it's not, like, see-through. It's not clear. Black bottle, gold... like the gold touches to it. It's an actual cork, which is nice because you and I were talking about how we absolutely can't stand twist-offs, and the regular Jack is a twist-off, whereas the this Eric Church one is not a twist-off. It is a cork, which makes me very happy that they used a cork for this. Overall, just based off of what we're looking at here, I like the design of it. I like how it's not exactly the same as the regular Jack Daniels, and they did add a little bit of a flair to it. So I would probably give this an A+++ again, kind of like Hollerhorn because it's so exclusive, or an A++ check mark.
I'm gonna go A plus check mark plus check mark plus.
Jeez, this is getting out of hand. So, can you repeat that again?
A plus check mark plus check mark plus. It's like we're playing hopscotch. However, this is exclusive. I don't even know if they're going to do it again. We have one, and this deserves something unbelievably unique because it's literally it's ridiculous. Like, the fact that we have this bottle is absurd, so I'm giving it an absurd rating.
I'm going to look to see how many were made.
Nose.
Because it could have only made 200.
I'm obsessed with the fact that we are able to enjoy this right now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you finding?
I hate that this isn't the whiskey review section, but whatever. All right, so Nose, what are you getting on Nose while I continue looking this up?
Vanilla. I'm getting a lot of vanilla and ethanol, but that's all my nose is picking up right now. And it's mostly because it's 94 proof. There's a faint honey. Not a lot. But for the nose, I'm going A plus. I'm going 4 pluses on this.
Okay. I
For
can
the
get
nose.
behind that. I agree. With the taste, I'm getting kind of like... It's either like a dark toasted... Like a dark toasted walnut? Are you getting that at all? There's something deeper in there behind the vanilla. It's like some sort of toasted...
It's the wood sugar. And it's probably from the single barrel.
Maybe just a toasted oak then?
Yeah. The notes of oak are... That's what I'm getting. It's like a wood sugar and an oak. I'm going to lean more towards the oak. I like that more than the wood sugar. Mm-hmm. Because it's sweet, but it's not that sweet. I'm going to go with oak on the initial taste with vanilla.
Yep, I like that. I can't find anything on the number of bottles
because
made.
It's that exclusive. This is high-end Jack Daniels. Again, every product, that black label's number 7 is 84, correct?
80.
So they dropped. That's right. They dropped from 80, I think it was 86 with black label. And then their green label was what the black label standard. It was the product that didn't meet the standard for black label. And I think that was 84. And then they said, screw it. We're just going to drop everything to 80. So the fact that this is 94 is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find anything on the number of bottles sold, but it has to be very exclusive. All right, so the initial taste. What did we say already?
Vanilla
on
and
the initial taste?
oak. Rating on it. I'm also gonna go A+++. 3 pluses on the initial taste.
I agree.
I agree. Ending note. I'm giving honey, not a lot, and then the burn. Actually, hold on.
I'm getting more of that toasted oak on the end. Actually, that brings me to another point. Did they char or toast these barrels?
I don't know, but I know that they use the Lincoln County process for filtration.
Bringing it back.
So I'm gonna go honey, and I'm with you that there's something else on the ending note where it would definitely correlate to a char or a toasting of the barrel. I'm with you on that. I just can't pinpoint what it actually correlates with a taste, because this is very unique.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because we can't just tell people go try it because they really can't even find this.
Okay, so I think that this is... So I don't know if this is directly related to Eric Church's this bottle, but down below it said before and after the charcoal mellowing process. So let me know if you feel like this resonates with this specific whiskey. Charcoal mellowing, or what we like to call the extra blessing, is the old-time process Mr. Jack insisted on using and that the Jack Daniel's distillery uses today. Every ounce of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey passes through this important step,
Yes, that's
slowly mellowing drop by drop through the 10 feet of sugar maple charcoal, which is that Lincoln County process we were talking
Correct.
about. Which maybe we're tasting a little maple, do you think?
I wouldn't. It's tough. I wouldn't say it's maple. It's just like it's a sugar, but I can't put I can't sign that line. I can't buy that for $1 that it's maple.
What about $2?
$2.50. You got a deal.
We just raised the price, so that doesn't make sense at all.
That's how Patrick Starr makes deals.
You got a deal. Yeah, there's some sort of toasting at the end.
There is.
Which is different than their actual...
I'm just gonna say toast.
Nah, that makes it sound like wheat, though. And
Yeah,
it's
but
not wheated. It's a toasted oak.
Maple.
No, toasted oak. Let's just go toasted oak.
Toasted oak. Rating.
Let's keep it consistent. A+++. The 3 pluses. That's the theme for this one, except for the label branding, which was off the charts.
And the nose was also very high.
What was the nose?
4 pluses.
Oh, okay.
Because it rules.
Yeah.
All right, final rating.
Weeks.
You ready?
74. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Ready?
Drop that countdown.
3, 2, 1. 95. All right. There
96,
you go,
96. 96.
I like this because it's a single barrel Jack Daniel's that doesn't taste anything like Jack Daniel's number 7. I wouldn't, if you were to pour this for me, I don't think I would guess that this is Jack Daniel's at all.
No. I agree.
I agree.
This is very unique, clearly, but yeah, it's not like number 7, and I honestly can't even pinpoint what else this is like.
We twist off the top here. God,
It's your biggest pet peeve.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Who
this is
closed
why.
it? Who closed that thing?
I don't know, but it's.
Here, you need some man hands? Oh, you got it?
Oh my God, night and day, dude. Give that a whiff. That has like no smell to it. Compared to this, I should say.
Yeah, no doubt. How is this not gone yet, dude? Grow up and start drinking.
We have next episode 52. I can't drink this. We gave the other bottle to Angelo Marinelli, who's going to be on another episode coming up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What do you mean, oh yeah? The listeners know. They know what's up.
Why am I having a brain fart? We didn't tell them anything.
About Angelo? Yeah, we did.
No, we just said there may be future collaborations, but we never told them for what.
No, but we told him we told everybody that he'd be on an episode in the future. Why else would he meet with them?
Oh, there's
Killing me,
reasons.
Smalls.
There's reasons.
But yeah, so this is extremely different. Jesus. Extremely different than the regular Jack Daniels. This is something that if you can find in your liquor store, buy it. Because, yeah, I don't know if this will happen again.
All right. Goodness. Cheers. Since our beeps are just nuts this episode.
All right, so
I'm all in, man. I like this a lot.
you and I have thrown out a bunch of options for this. But what are we going to do with these shelves? Because we have to make a decision like now because we don't have any more room. I have one laid down up here on top of these bottles.
We'll take some down and then we'll make room for the new and we'll keep the labels.
But like we can't keep the Woodford label. There's no label on it. What about Cask and Crew Double Oaked?
Tracking, dude, chill. Goodness. Every other one has labels. So we're going to make a nice, gorgeous collage of all the labels, and we'll frame them for Season 1, Season 2, etc. Now that we got our spreadsheet, we're good. We're good. We'll frame them, we'll throw them up on the wall, let everyone know, and then we'll decorate our future studio with them. You know?
Future studio. Are you letting out some secrets?
No, First of all, we pout.
Yeah,
we pout. So we can't financially figure that out yet. However, there's always discussions about future growth because as some of you may be aware, we are in 14 countries, 24 plus states. We have fans ranging from California to Florida, up to Maine, into New York. And we have sticker trades going on all the time with different people. Mm-hmm. We have future products that are going to be on that are located in different states. We are over 154 subscribers right now. We are over 600 followers on Instagram, over 600 followers on Facebook, and we're just doing our due, you know?
Absolutely.
So in that, as we grow with you guys, we want to ensure that we have a space that makes sense for the pod, and then that also allows those that don't have a space to record, they can come to and record. Mm-hmm. So we just have discussions day in and day out about future plans because both you and I like to plan 6 years in advance. That's just how we work. And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, when we tell all of our listeners things are in the works, we're not lying. Mm-hmm. We actually work on this. So we want to...
all day, every day.
Literally. So we want to make sure that we're... not only you and I are on the same page, but that we're putting out quality content for everybody to enjoy and listen. So...
do you honestly think that this is still a hobby for us, or do you think it's a part-time job?
Hobby.
Really?
Yeah, I'm hell-bent on that. Even if this clearly is not just a hobby, I never want to deviate from the fact that it's a hobby because that's going to keep us humbled and that's going to keep us on the grind. Like, right. There's a lot that you and I do off camera where no one knows about it, but then all of a sudden things just are consistent, and it doesn't change. But it's just because we, on lunch break at work, we're doing this. Mm-hmm. And then when we're not on lunch break and say like I'm driving to an appointment, then I'll easily, call you in between your meetings and you're like, hey, do you have like 13 seconds to talk? And I'm like, yeah, shoot. And then we'll just talk for those 13 seconds and then get right back to work. And then right as soon as work ends, we're doing this all night. Like it doesn't stop. Yeah. So if it's not coordinating future interviews, if it's not coordinating future appointments or setting up posts or doing all the editing or trying to figure out what are we drinking on Monday because we have no idea what to drink. Like it's just a nonstop process that a lot of people don't understand behind the scenes. Even coordinating with Queen City Creative Works on like different products, different apparel pieces, like it doesn't end. Mm-hmm. But it's all for the greater good. Trying to link up with different people so we can donate more money to them, like things like that. Like it's all behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, it's just because we started this as a hobby to just give free advertising, and I know I don't, but I'm fairly confident that you are on the same page that we we don't want that to change. Like, we
Right.
just want this to be an organic thing that just is what it is, and it grows.
Yeah, so let us know, all of our listeners. Put a comment down below. We have gotten into many different businesses so far, and they have been on the theme of restaurants and places that either distill spirits or they make wine or make beer, so on and so forth. Is there a certain industry that you would like us to get into? Is this something that maybe there's a demand for knowledge on, I don't friggin' know, like arcades? I don't know. But like, is there some sort of venue that you feel like we should get into, or do you feel like we should stick to what we're doing? We're probably not going to stick to what we're doing, to be honest, because we like to keep venturing out and gaining more knowledge. You and I were just talking about this the other day. We had a great interview that will be releasing it just released on Friday. It's with no, I lied. It released last Friday with Barbill and 189 Burger. That's something that we never even thought, but when we were getting into this, to get into. But it was one of our best interviews yet, because we were just laughing so hard. And we're learning a lot of information too. And this is the thing with this podcast. So we just continuously learn, which is something that we want to keep doing. So if there's an industry out there that we're not hitting yet and you want to let us know, leave a comment down below, or even leave a comment down below just saying like good job or some positive encouragement or negative encouragement. I don't care. Just leave something so we know that people are listening to us. And then also, if you can too, give us 5-star rating on iTunes, because that helps us a lot as well. And still, right now, 48.1% of you are not subscribed. So if you aren't subscribed, you have a Gmail account and you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It helps us grow. It helps us reach out to more businesses and them think of us as legit, because you and I are very humble. We won't ever say that we're legit, because we like the comedic aspect of saying that we still suck.
Yeah.
So give us a subscribe on YouTube. Give us a follow on all of our podcast platforms. We're on basically every single one that you can think of. And we're just going to keep pumping out content. We have interviews coming out, like you were saying earlier, every single week until like the end of September. And we're just going to keep scheduling things. So we're not going anywhere. Give us a follow, be a part of our journey. And we appreciate everybody that has stuck by us so far. And be on the lookout for new merch in the future, because we have round 3 coming up.
We have round 3 coming up, and we have round 4 and 5 already planned.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things going on. So thank you again to everybody. We appreciate it. And this has been episode 49. So our next episode, do we literally have to sit down after this and coordinate it? Because there's a lot that goes into this. But episode 50 is where we are going to eat. We are going to laugh. We are going to drink something extremely special. There may or may not be some costume coordination and apparel pieces. Who knows? It's just going to be a very interesting episode 50, and we're stoked. So let's wrap this up so we can plan that.
Go share this video with all of your friends. Make sure they know to subscribe, because this is going to be a great episode. We have another amazing episode coming up for episode 52. And like we've been saying, we're just going to keep pumping out stuff. So be along for the ride. It's going to be great.
Let's go, dude.
Like episode 49. That's it. We're out.